ping-pong, back and forth like that. But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
14-yard line.
Ready. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the screen. Pass. Wide. Get wide. Get it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready. 30 base. Check. Watch 54. Hey, orbit. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Check. Lucky.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Dante Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Two-jet bomber. Like, hit it.
Greer. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bailey. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bailey now operating from the gun. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Greer in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set. 60 outlaw. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Sam off.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gone. He's crossing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Greer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Undercrush. Rock it.
On 3rd down, Greer. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo.
Now Bailey from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. 54 miles. Go. Go.
Back to throw is Bailey. To throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Greer. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hard.
Greer on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This is taken at the 10. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Bailey off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Bailey, off play action. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Zoo. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Bailey. Pryor has it complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Bailey toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Bailey now off the play fake. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now Greer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Greer. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Greer sets to throw. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Bailey. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Let's go.
Now Bailey, off play action. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Back to throw is Bailey, operating from the gun. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Bailey off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Bailey from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
Off the play fake. Bailey. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Get it.
Bailey now. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
HB Gator. And let's get it. Orbit. Check 24. Hurry up now.
Now Bailey on 3rd down. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mike 54. I'm here all day.
Freeman again. And Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That's what I'm talking about.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox lights.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Greer, that's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Greer now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Greer. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry for Josh Adams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Greer. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw, Greer. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. A lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 10, Greer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
15 line. I hope you got your rest because I'm about to take you.
Back to throw is Baylor. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Baylor. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A gain of 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Bailey. to throw on second down. Gets it off to Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Falcons on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Bailey. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Greer on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on third down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Recon, 132, ready?
Now it's Greer. And this one's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Greer. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bailey. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Mike. 59. Go on. Come on, D.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.